Deebo, it sounds like, he demanded a trade. He never rescinded his demand for a trade. It seems like, there's several indications that he's happy. Lynch has made it perfectly clear he's going nowhere. Shanahan has made it perfectly clear in his mind he's going nowhere. What do you think this year's going to look like for Deebo? Do you think, A, he's truly happy with the 49ers and he just hasn't publicly rescinded his trade demand? Do you think he still would like to be traded, or do you think he wants to be here? And then how do they use him this year? Since he wasn't happy with his usage last year, how do they use him this year to make sure that he is happy with how he's being utilized?
Yeah, I think that's the kicker right there. Like, what do we see out of Deebo Samuel in 2022? And I think we're going to see a lot of his usage dialed back. I think we're going to see the ball spread out a little bit more just because they're going to be able to use the entire field. And I'm not saying that he's going to be an afterthought in the offense, because that's just not how this offense is going to operate. We saw how heavily he was involved last year, but let's say that he was involved on 50% of the plays last year. This year, it'd probably be cut in half to 25%. That's what I would imagine. So if he's, instead of getting 16 carries in one game, he might get 3 over the course of the season, spread out. As far as his receptions go, I don't know that he's going to come close to, like 100 receptions or maybe even like 70. So it'll be interesting. I think if anything, we're going to see an uptick in Brandon Ayuk's usage, and maybe that's going to take away from Deebo Samuel. And then, of course, you have the Ray McLeods, the Danny Grays, and maybe we even see more production out of the backfield from, the host of running backs. So I think we're going to see a jumbled effort as far as the box score, where it'll be a new leader in the clubhouse every week, I imagine. I think it's going to be a headache for fantasy owners if you are following the 49ers this year. I guess that's the easiest way to put it.
It's such an interesting roster. The 49ers getting ready to go to camp in July. And there's, let's say 15 new players on both sides of the ball. 15 new offensive players, 15 new defensive players. Many are depth players, draft picks, undrafted free agents, guys who will be brought to camp with a chance to make the roster.